Hello everyone, welcome back to the game, Flotsam Features. I hope you're all having a good day today. I want to show you guys a new thing they added for the game. So we have been given the Seagull update, which brings new things to them. They have been revamped pretty much totally. And as you can see here, we're missing the thing where you gather with the seagulls, because they have been changed in that way. And also if we go inside of build here, and we go to first research, then we have this one, Birdhouse. A place where your birds can rest up before collecting all resources nearby. So this is a new building, which is where your seagulls will be living. So we're gonna make one of those. So it costs 10 drywood and 3 ropes. We are kinda low on drywood though. But we do need to make one, because with this update, since we had these seagulls before, you can see all these houses here. That means they want to have their own home, so we're gonna give them one. And look at this building, guys. Doesn't it look amazing? I just love it, and it's really cool because it's also a lot higher than many buildings, so it kind of makes the town look, I would say, pretty interesting. But what we might want to do with this one is to have it pretty close to our storage, because they will be dropping a lot of loot here. So I'm thinking that I would maybe have it here, or I can have it here. Depends if I want to have more of these large storage yard there, or we can have it almost there, almost. Okay, I'm gonna change around a few things, I think. So I'm gonna destroy this one to get that out of the way. And since they've been updated to the seagulls, there's also been a lot of bug fixes when they've been revamped. Because before with the seagulls, pretty much whenever your seagulls get stuck somewhere, they can like move resources really quickly, like from this one. And they can be gathering out from the ocean just instantly to the storage yard, and they could be moving from the storage yard to a building where you needed to drop things like the seaweed grower. So the game is a lot slower than it was before because of these fixes, but I think it's really nice. It also makes the drifters more important. And the seagulls kind of feels more like seagulls, because you don't like fully directly control where they're gonna go, which I'm gonna show you guys pretty soon. So the idea is for me to have it sitting around here. I'm just gonna do a little walkway first in a little bit of plastic. So let's see if we can have it sitting something like that, perhaps. Then we can have them connect there later. And then we're gonna have a little birdhouse here. So that's where they are gonna be living. So that's gonna be cool, but we are gonna need to be drying more wood. And I might be getting a lot more drying racks than I used to do. Because just like I said, those bugs have been fixed for the seagulls, which means that we will be having to dry maybe more wood at the same time, because we don't have the seagulls bugging out and delivering instant resources to the drying racks. So we might be needing a few more than we had in the past. Oh, wow, looking at it, almost fits in there. I think if I move this building later, just a tiny tad bit to the side, maybe, then I will be able to squeeze in another drying rack over there. But let's see, where do I have it? It's maybe here, that we can have a walkway going out there still. Or we can do it here, because I kind of like, when I design towns for this game, I kind of like to have an interesting town. Instead of having like, let's say, like a road that goes a walkway, like that, straight, everywhere, just like a square board that just looks really boring, I would say. It might be very useful, but it also looks very boring. And I like to make it a little bit interesting, but still trying to make it also good, to be a good way through it at the same time. This is kind of interesting. So we're building a walkway here, but it almost seems like I can actually squeeze in a drying rack over the walkway. Probably not gonna do that, because it's most likely gonna cause some issues, I suppose. Could even be creating some weird bugs and glitches. So I'm gonna be putting it maybe here instead. And I might be putting another there later, but I just want to do the walkway first. I'm kind of interested to see how it's gonna go there. That's the birdhouse. It looks like we're working on that. But yeah, we need to move. We need to look for resources. So we've been at this one, the Lonely Island. Then we have abandoned motorboats. We've been at that one. So let's see where we are gonna go on the ocean now. We do have some dry woods. So maybe we make a stop here first. Another thing we have to think about now, the seagulls, instead of having to eat normal food, they will actually be eating only like raw fishes, which is pretty interesting. Because I feel like that makes fishing a little bit more interesting. I'm feeling like I'm using fishing boats more than I did in the past to feed our seagulls, and they are really good with hauling, and like over time it will give a lot of resources, which you guys are gonna be seeing pretty soon. So here we have it, the bird nest. Look at that, look at those beautiful little seagulls sitting there. Pretty cute, right? Love it. So what we got here then, we have the fish food that goes in here. This is how much food has been stored with fish. We don't have that much for the moment. And you're also gonna have to keep in mind to keep them happy, because if they are not happy, not getting fed, they will actually potentially leave your colony. And you don't want that to happen. And what we're gonna do then, they've been added a thing in the priority. So if we go down here, we can set up someone to be doing taking care of non-human friends. Which could mean in the future that we will get more creatures, not only having these seagulls, but maybe different ones. But I'm gonna have Wilson. He's gonna be pretty much focusing most of his time at delivering food to our seagulls, because we're gonna keep them fed, right? But as you can see, we are pretty low on normal fish, so we want to catch some of that. But first, before we do that, we're gonna send over to Shacktown, send over Fremont to that one. Get some drywood, metal, and a little bit of canned food, which can be useful. But let's look for a little bit of fish. Oh, here we got some. So they were gonna catch them. They have 10 for each of those. And then we have another one. Let's see, can we reach that one? Okay, just outside looks like. And over on this one, okay. The reason that this one looks like that is because we're playing a town that was made before the update, which means we don't have the new landmarks. So if you want to see the new landmarks, which do look pretty awesome, you have to go to a new biome, and I do think we're gonna do that pretty soon. Yes, we have everything working the way it should be working. Okay, let's see, they're gathering some good stuff. Taking all that wood. So we can use that for making maybe some firewood. We are pretty much fully out of wood. But look at that, guys. The seagulls are going out on patrol. They are going to be searching for flotsam, like wood here, which looks like what they're going for. But you can also have them to go around and look for plastic. Look at that, they're diving down. So they pretty much just fly around, gather things, go back, eat a little bit, fly around, gather things. And you can also manage that thing. Inside of here you can untick, like you don't want to get wood or you don't want to get plastic, so you can untick whatever you don't want to collect, and you can pause it with removing both if you feel like you're getting flooded with resources, because you might be getting flooded with that. But like for the moment, maybe I don't want to collect plastic, we mostly need wood. So maybe I don't collect any plastic for now. And as you can see, it looks pretty cool, right? They drop the resources down here. And then the drifters will come over and actually loot that and bring it to your normal storage, which I think look pretty awesome. I do feel like I want to get some more storage, but I guess we can wait a little bit with that. Our water is pretty much almost full. How are we doing over here? We did make this one, the fishing one, the fishing hut here. And let's see, what do we have here set up? For maintaining fish, 30, I'm gonna go above that. I'm gonna go to 100, which is pretty crazy, but I think it's gonna do fine. So if you have that one too low, they will not be fishing pretty much, and we don't really have any fish now. I think they're just busy with things, because just like I said in the beginning of this, seagulls have been fixed, which means they don't glitch around, which means your drifters will be running around a lot more, which makes time go a lot slower, which I think is a good thing. Because it was a little bit easier when they were bugged out, right? And that means also, since we are having the birdhouse, that the normal house spots are only for drifters, which means we're pretty good on houses. We have one space over even. Look at that, that's so cool. I love all these small little details, like you see the fishes sitting there. There's some like electric pole thing going on here. And like a tiny little extra birdhouse, almost looks like. Pretty cool. I was looking at this little boat recently. I feel like this kind of looks like those scoops that you use for picking up ice cream. I don't know if it is from that at all. And also this one, I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars fan or anything, but I feel like this one, I don't know, it kind of looks a tiny bit like R2-D2, this guy, the onion here. Like, looks like it could have been inspired by that. Not sure what you guys think, but it's pretty cool, right? And do love all those small cool little details. And it was also with this one, I was thinking like, what has this been? Has this been like a big mine, like a floating mine in the past? That the made so you can open it? It kind of looks like that a bit, doesn't it? I was also thinking it would be like a big barbecue grill, but it's, you know, way too big for that. But it does look pretty cool. It feels like they are actually reusing a lot of interesting things when they do the art for this game. Look at him coming home. Yes, I love that, see the seagulls playing around like that. But I do feel like 5 seagulls is a pretty good amount. We could go for more, but we wanna make sure we also have enough of a fish to feed them, right? Because we don't want them to get unhappy. And now it's filled with fish, which is good, and they're happy. We can have one more seagull living in that. We only have 4 for now, okay? Another thing I really like is that when we have the different new icons or avatars for the different seagulls, can see this one, little squeaky guy. And this guy with a little fish in his mouth, they look really cute, right? So there's a lot of different seagulls characters pretty much. Hey, okay, I didn't see the birds, like if you go this far out, it just looks like a flying box going around. It's probably due to graphics settings, I'm not sure which one I have at the moment. Oh, I put it on low. Normally I play on high when I play the game. So it probably has to do with that, right? Yeah. So what we can do here, I'm gonna overlook my priorities a little bit here. So this one is for fishing. Looks like we have no one that prioritized that. I do want to have a few people that I don't change the priority on, because then they will be able to go between whatever thing they need to do. But sometimes it's pretty good to have, like, for example, one person like Lilo Melville here that can go around and do fishing. And this one is both for when you fish in this one, the fishing hut, but also when you are going out with a fishing boat. So when you're going out with this one, collect some beautiful, delicious fish, right? Okay, let's do another big storage yard. And we was gonna remove that one, so maybe if we squeeze it in here, there we go, fits like a glove there, right? And then when that one is done, I'm gonna destroy this one. I'm gonna keep like replacing. Okay, let's get another dry. These dry racks, I think their distance might be a little bit weird. Like it feels like it should be that way. They can be this close, but I'm just gonna put it here just to be sure. It looks better, I think. And then we're gonna have one sitting here. So that way we should be able to dry some more wood, and let's destroy this one then. So these can hold the 45 items, but these can have 120. So that's what we're gonna try to keep like replacing, get more and more of those. And I do must say that the desalinator is such an awesome place to make water. Like it's really cool to have all these passive solar cells gathering water, but the desalinator, this one, it just does wonders. There's so much water from it. So when I come back with that fish there, I do think I'm gonna go to a new biome. Yes, we have it updated with the new update, so the landmarks are updated. So let's go to a new one. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? We got some factory ruins, shack town, and another shack town. Okay, that should be good. A lot of good metal, a lot of good dry wood, good amount of fuel. And, okay, nice. They were quick out there, the seagulls. So let's start with this shack town over here. Gonna send 3 boats. I pretty much go the maximum amount of boats every time when I go into these landmarks, every time. Feels like that works pretty good. So this one have 15 fuel and 10 in metal. Also see we have a little bit of fishes out here. But we also do fishing in our fishing hut sometimes. But the thing with this one is that when you fish here, you will also be using 1 raw seaweed, but it turns into 5 fishes. But then later we can use that 5 fishes inside of here together with raw seaweed once again to make 5 sushi rolls, which will give a lot of food. How many seaweed grow do we have? We only have 1? Okay. I might be doing another one. Could probably be pretty good. We don't need it exactly now, but pretty soon it's gonna be quite useful to have. So I'm thinking I have it here right next to the one we have. But first let's do a little walkway, and I might maybe do that with wood. I kinda like to mix it up a little bit, because it looks a lot more interesting when it's a little bit of like mix between plastic and wood. So let's connect these two like that. And then we're gonna do this one here. Might be able to screw these in a third one. Yeah, we can do that later if we need to. And we can maybe do another solar still. Doesn't hurt to have another one. But I might wait a little bit because I'm not sure exactly where I want to have it. So I'm gonna wait with that. But let's make some more storage yard. Should be able to do a few, it looks like. Okay, so there we should be able to have loads of materials. And I'm gonna increase the firewood. I'm gonna add that at 30. And let's see here, this one, cooked fish, I'm gonna lower that one. Don't think we're actually doing that. If we are doing that, we're gonna disable that, because we're mostly focused on the sushi rolls. Okay, that should be pretty good. I'm also gonna do another woodworking shed, which I'm gonna be having maybe right next to the seagull nest. So we can have both this one and the new one to be producing some firewood, which we're gonna be using for like the desalinator, or when we're crafting other things, and also when we are making food with the food truck. $36 fish, so it's definitely going up, pretty nice to see. So I'm hoping to find some seaweed covered rocks so we can get some more spores to keep it growing more food. I'm actually gonna do another water container so we can have more water stored. That should be good. So this one, it could be sitting maybe here. That would kind of neat looking, like having it next to our houses where they live. So they would have close access to get some drinking water. And let's see, maybe we should prepare to have another house. I might be moving around a few things later to get them lined up really nice. But let's see, this house could be maybe sitting over here. But let's wait for that a little bit. Let's not occupy people with too much work when they don't need to do it. But this one here, the woodworking shed, we're gonna have to do firewood. So these two do firewood, and then we have the third one here where we are doing ropes, and we have that on auto queuing. So that means whenever they are below the set amount that we set here, which is set to 10 for ropes and 30 for firewood, they will be crafting those things if they're not busy with anything else. But we may also want to look inside of here. So I only have one person that prioritizes going to landmarks, and I might want to increase that. So I'm gonna go up to have like freedom. Because that way we can gather the landmarks really fast, and then I can get busy with other things after. And Wang's Lee will be... he will be jumping around between different objectives. Should be pretty nice. So that way we'll not have to stay at the same spot for too long. And as you see, having your storage yard like right next to your boat, it's so useful. Just dock and deliver your stuff. Go out again and gather more stuff, keep hoarding, keep getting all that Good treasure from the ocean, right? Let's see, maybe we should connect in between here. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work better if we do it like that. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I can... Okay, that seems to work. I do think I have to keep that one though, because if I remove that one, this one's not gonna be there. So if we keep that for now, it should be good. Then we can be able to go that way pretty quickly. I might be doing another walkway somewhere around here, and I might go something like that. I know this will remove a little bit of space that we could use. But yes, like I said before, I feel like having a colony that is perfectly straight everywhere like that, I don't like it. I don't know, it doesn't look realistic to me. And in a gameplay perspective, it's probably worse to do what I'm doing, but I'm thinking that we're gonna try to still make it look kind of realistic. That's kind of the way I'm going with it. We're not try-harding, right? And also this one, the plastic recycle, I'm gonna have that to maintain some nets there, but we are gonna put this on only 4. Probably never gonna need more than that. The only time you really use the nets is for when you're building these fishing huts for now. Who knows, maybe in the future we'll actually need to make new nets over time. I feel like that would make sense that you need to do new nets, because maybe they will break over time, something like that. But I'm probably gonna move around a few things here later. Like this one I might move here, just to give a possibility to have a little bit more space for different things. Let's actually do that already. Let's move that one. Okay, it can't actually go exactly there. Okay, I'm just gonna move it fully then. So instead of having it sitting there, we are gonna be having it sitting... maybe over there with dried. Well, that should be pretty good. Okay, so now we remove that. We should be able to squeeze in, I think, at least like 2 houses. Like we can have one here, and then we can have another one sitting around there. And I think that will be filled up pretty much, yep. So we might do a little road here just for making it look nice. Do a little road here. But I'm gonna wait with that. Okay, let's see here. We want to maintain some pipes. Let's see, do we have enough of the 4? 8 pipes? I guess we can go with 8. That's fine. Let's see, are we done with these landmarks? Yep, very nice. Let's see, where do we want to go? Okay, let's go here. I want to show you guys the new seagull nest, one of them. I think there's 2 new of them, if I remember right. Also got some seaweed over there. Might go there later. And we definitely should go to some more lonely islands. We can get some more drifters. Okay, so this is one of the new monuments. Stevie is here. We're gonna send a boat over to rescue little Stevie. Where is he sitting? There he is. Hello, little Stevie. How you doing, man? Pretty cute, right? They look so derpy, but so cute, right? Can even hear some electricity here. So there we go. The birdhouse is full with seagulls. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna head over here towards the seaweed grower. But guys, this is gonna be it for today with Flotsam. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And like I said recently, I'm probably gonna start some new series soon with some other games like Stone Hearth, maybe a new one with Founder's Fortune. And I'm hoping to return with some live stream pretty soon. I know it's been quite a while since last time, but a lot of IRL things has been taking a lot of time. And I also landed a job today, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm gonna be working at least this summer, maybe after as well, with the new job that I got. So I'm really, really happy with that. Went on an interview today. It was really, really fun. And I got the job, so I'm excited for that. So thanks for watching today's episode, guys. I hope you had a good one, and have a great rest of the day, everybody. Take care.